Hi, Matt at Sherlock Home Inspections. Phone number is 971-212-7481. Website address is yourinspectionneeds.com. Today's date is Monday, November 10th, 2025. The address we're inspecting today is 15570 Northwest Snowbush Lane, Portland, Oregon, 97229. Yes, indeed. It is coming out. We are in 3-inch ABS plastic drain piping. We are running some water from the half bathroom sink to ensure that our pipe is watertight and is going to remain watertight throughout this inspection. All of the joints, junctions in the pipe, at least that we've seen so far, appear to be glued and watertight. Looks like there's a little bit of marginal pitch through here. So at the 11-foot mark under the garage floor, there's a little bit of marginal pitch. Once we reach the lateral, we're going to turn off the water, drain everything out, but a little bit marginal, a little bit flat through there. So again, everything's just flying through the pipe nice and smoothly, and then we get 11 feet under the garage floor, and we go underwater. So things are not draining real strongly through that area, unfortunately, and then we start to come out of it, and then we're out of it by 16, 17 feet. So 5 or 6 foot area of marginal pitch. Hard to see what's going on. Once we reach the lateral, like I said, we'll turn off the water, drain everything out of the pipe, look at the pipe one more time in reverse, and see if we can tell a little bit how the pipe is going to react. It's a drain pipe, so when you turn off the water, it should go ahead and drain right on out of there. And there's a weird connection at 30 feet here, so there, we made it through. And we start diving into the ground and then out into the rope. We're going to transition here. So at 42 feet, this signifies a few things. It signifies transitioning pipe size, 3-inch pipe into 4-inch pipe. ABS into 30-34, and then lastly we're transitioning into a branch off of city lateral piping. We're going to go ahead and drain and turn off the water now because we're losing water in the crawl space here. The only clean out is a straight up and down vertical clean out. And then here is our public sewer. So we'll call it 50 feet even to the public sewer. This is the end officially of buyer or owner responsibility, about 50 feet away from the house. We're going to turn off the water, drain everything out of the pipe, look at the pipe one more time in reverse. There was, 6 or 7 feet under the garage floor here with a little bit of marginal pitch. And so what we want to do is drain everything out of the pipe, and we want to keep an eye on things, and we want to see how the area reacts once the water is turned off. Does it go ahead and drain on out of there, or is there just going to be standing water in the pipe all day long? So we're going to wait a few minutes. I'm going to turn off the microphone, drain everything out, and look at that one area in particular one more time. Okay, we have turned off the water. Everything has drained out, so we're gonna look at the pipe one more time. You can see that area drained pretty well. So this is how it's going to react with the water off. You can see there's a little bit of residual stuff hanging on, but it really significantly improved, it looks like. There will be a little bit of residual stuff here, but again, it got a lot better with the water turned off, which was kind of what we were hoping for. So that is pretty good. So let's say we'll just recommend monitoring. Why don't we have a sewer scope every 3 years, 2 to 3 years, keeping an eye on things. And then of course, if this area ever worsened, if it gets any worse, some repairs could be required. But it's really minor at this point, and it did vastly improve once the water was turned off. So again, everything is coming from way up, straight up into the building too. So it's got a lot of speed going through here. So probably would not cause any issues. But again, something to just keep an eye on. We'd recommend having a sewer scope every 2 to 3 years and keep an eye on things. But as of right now, if you take a snapshot of the property currently today, the pipe passes inspection.